The convocation session of the Faculty of Business and Economics will now begin. Please rise.
Please remain standing and remove your cap for the national anthem.
I declare this congregation open.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Lillian Chan, the Master of Ceremonies of the University of Hong Kong 217th Congregation, Faculty of Business and Economics Section. The graduation ceremony is a memorable and important occasion for all graduates and guests. Please be respectful and stay until the end of the ceremony. This event is also broadcast in real time to all graduates and guests around the world. May we first invite the Dean, Professor Hong Bin Tai, to proceed to the lectern and deliver a speech.
distinguished guests, colleagues, parents, and family friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026, good morning. Today, you graduate from HKU Business School. What a happy moment. What a remarkable milestone. So to all the graduates, congratulations, you did it. It's really a true joy for us to celebrate your hard work, your persistence, and your incredible growth. For all of us here, we are immensely proud of you. Now, to the parents and family friends, your support and sacrifices have been the foundation of our students' success. And we are very, very grateful for the trust you place in us to guide them. So graduates, I'd like to invite you to stand up. Can you stand up? Turn to your loved ones. Turn to your loved ones, your parents, your family, friends, and let's give them a big, warm round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for their love, their support, and their sacrifices. Now please be seated. Now, on this special day, I also like to invite you to reflect on the journey that brought you here. So remember the excitement of receiving your HKU offer. Remember the first time you step on our campus. Now think of the overseas exchanges and field trips, the lively discussion over team projects, and now, of course, those stressful late nights before exams. Your journey has been a landscape of highs and lows, of trials and triumphs, leading to this singular moment. You've gained the skills for a career, but more importantly, you have grown as a person. I'm sure you're more mature, more confident, and more caring. You've become a better version of yourself. And this is the true meaning of education at HKU Business School. So as you look forward to your next chapter, whether in graduate school or in professional world, remember that today is not the finish line of learning. It is the beginning of a new phase of growth. And this is vital because the world we are living in is moving at an unprecedented pace. Just think about the release of ChatGPT. It's less than 4 years ago when you were at HKU. And since then, we have witnessed AI progress with a speed that makes it nearly impossible to predict what the world will look like a decade from now. So in this kind of environment, specific knowledge has a shorter shelf life than ever before. To remain competitive, you must be a lifelong student. And in this era of automation, your most valuable skill isn't what you know, it's how fast you unlearn and relearn. We must acknowledge that AI learns facts and processes data much, much faster than any human. And therefore, your success depends not only on continuous learning, but also on cultivating the qualities that a machine cannot replicate. While AI can provide answers, it cannot ask the deep, provocative questions that stem from critical thinking. It can synthesize information, but it cannot leap into the unknown with true creativity. It can calculate probabilities, but it cannot ask the moral compass and empathy required for ethical judgment. And while AI can manage many tasks very efficiently, it cannot lead. It cannot inspire team, build trust, or share a vision that moves people into action. So these capacities, critical thinking, creativity, ethical judgment, and leadership, are not found in textbooks. They are forged through learning by doing and the quiet work of self-reflection. They must become an essential part of your lifetime growth, as they will be critical for your continued success in the AI era. But personal growth is about more than just staying ahead of the curve. To lead a meaningful and fulfilling life, you must have the courage to pursue your passion and reinvent yourself when you hear the call of your heart. Last year, during a trip to Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, I met a young alum named Kim Leong. Not very long ago, he sat exactly where you are sitting now. And he had a very strong start to his career in Hong Kong, but he refused to stay in his comfort zone. So Kim bought a one-way ticket to Riyadh, a totally foreign territory where he knew no one and didn't speak the language. So very naturally, he struggled, and he struggled pretty hard. He faced numerous setbacks and hardship, but he persisted. And last year, he opened a Hong Kong-style ice house called the Peak, with his signature shaved ice become a big hit with many locals. And today, King is expanding the Peak into a chain across the region. So what he gained from this venture is not measured by business success or financial returns, but by the invaluable personal growth forged through struggle, the incredible courage and the resilience that nothing can break. Class of 2026, you will be the leaders who will navigate the storms of the future with courage, empathy, and wisdom. So I challenge you to push past the status quo. Keep learning, keep caring, and above all, keep growing. As of today, you are officially alumni of Hong Kong U Business School. You join a global family of alumni chapters stretching from the Chinese mainland to Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and much beyond. Next year, our Hong Kong U Europe in Barcelona will open, together with centers in Vietnam, in Beijing, in Shanghai, and in Shenzhen. They form a unique network of resources and alumni activities that will be very useful in supporting your professional and personal development. And in 2 years, our new Portfield campus will stand as the intellectual home for your lifelong learning, a place to return to mentor the next generation, or to reconnect with the spirit of this school. We look forward to welcome you back and to hear your dreams, your journey, and your stories. So class of 2026, the future will ask much of you. Meet it with the habit of learning, the confidence to adapt, the courage to reinvent yourself, and the determination to lead with humanity. To all of you, congratulations again. We wish you every success. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Tai. Today, we celebrate the hard work and dedication of our graduates who have successfully completed their programs of study. It is a great honor to be here to witness this important milestone in your lives. I hope that this day will be a memorable one for you and your families. Before we begin the conferment process, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the faculty and staff who have supported and guided our graduates throughout their academic journey. Let us give them a round of applause for their invaluable contributions. Professor Tai, I call upon the Assistant Dean, Teaching and Learning, Professor Travis Chow, to present to you candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Analytics, Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business and Global Management, Bachelor of Business Administration, Information Systems, Bachelor of Business Administration, Law, and Business of Science in Marketing, Analytics, and Technology.
Professor Tai, I present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Chen Oi Kwan, Huang Xuan, Chen Hin Ting, Chen Hiu Lam, Chen Ai Shing, Chen Roof, Chen Si Han Jada, Chen Tong Yan, Cheng Lok Yu, Cheng Wei Yin, Cheng Yi Lam, Cheng Yang Fai, Chao Malaysia Manning, Du Xinghe, Fan Yihong, Gandhi Davish, Huang Wei, Jiang Yiguo, Kim Su-min, Kok Lik Sui, Kwang Ho Kwang Timothy, Nim An Fun, Nam Ok Fung Herman, Lee Ka Yi Carissa, 李曼汉、李万清、梁海橋、梁思榮、李漢宇 Kenneth、李思齊、李遠達、林依涵、劉 Karen、劉子瑩、馬宇紅、馬雨晴、孟志憲、王權偉、李宇紅、王 Emily、劉志義、王永義 Winnie、吳樂義、張百家、郭子金、劉亦菲、張開清、康家清、王一飛、吳春明、艾明耀、歐 Tanilak、齊穗珍、譚派樂、譚清旭、崔鳳昌、溫雲飛、王清佑、王清南、王 Kit Lam、王勝陽、徐家豪、徐明遠、謝淑儀、 邱家俊、楊樂慶、葉 Matthew、于春英、張金元、張凌雪、張怡佳、董范宇、嚴柏章、趙新群、周慧、陳樓瑩、燕瑞琪、周芷和、楊曉月、The Bay Lim Sing、張欣怡、Professor Tsai, I request you to admit the candidates here present and to admit in absentia those other candidates eligible for administration thereto the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit the candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
Thank you, Professor Tai. I now present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Analytics. Ouyang Ho Long, Chen Lok Yu Yo-Yo, Chen Park Hei, Zhou Ziying Ian, Chen Si Wing, Daga Sawagia, Joladi Damario Tenio, Kasayo Alam, Cristiano Mino Rafael, Ku Xin Wang, Liu Wai Qi, Song Jiayi, Su Wai Hang, Su Xiaolei, Hemming Jessica Olivia, Choi Yin-hei, Wang Hecheng, Wang Hongyang, Wan Karen, Xiang Yufan, Yao Chunjie, Yao Yishan, Yu Cheng-hei, Zhang Zhenhao, Zhao Guyi, Professor Tai, I request you to admit the candidates here present and to admit in absentia those other candidates eligible for admission thereto to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Analytics.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Business Analytics.
Thank you, Professor Tai. I now present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business and Global Management. Chen Hillary, Chen Man-hon, Chen Tin-yui, Chik Kin-hei, Chu Kin-hei, Chang Chi-kei, Danish Deya, Tan Lok Yi, Gao Soediku Karawan, Gu Yiyang, Guan Minghua, Hasegawa Amy, Ho Hiu Lam, Hong Kwan Yang, Kwan Ming Hin, Lai Hiu Chi Emily. Lo Yun Lam, Lee Hiu Yi, Lim Chei Bin, Naga Tanvi. Pangestu Karin, Rambala Venkata as warrior, Soumei Chi Jermaine, Tam Tricia Hu Yan. Zhang Qingqiu, Zhang Lok Hei, Wang Ka Man, Yang Zi. Yu Yue, Zhang Qingyang, Liu Hugo, Zhang Zoe. Pak Lee, Nick Ka Chun, An Shu Yuan. Professor Tai, I request you to admit the candidates here present and to admit in absentia those other candidates eligible for the admission thereto, the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business and Global Management.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business and Global Management.
Thank you, Professor Tai. I now present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Information Systems. Chang Chun Yin, Chu Ming Yan, Ho Chin Hei, Cam Lap Hang. Kim Sun Yup, Lam Kah Hay Haywood, Lee Haylock Justin, Lee Jamie, Nam Tae Wok, Wang Yi, Wu Hangbo, Yang Yanfei, Lee Kai-on, Lee Kwan-ho, Professor Tai, I request you to admit the candidates here present and to admit in absentia those other candidates eligible for the admission thereto the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Information System.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit the candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Information Systems.
Thank you, Professor Tai. I now present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Law. Chen Kuan Yin Cheryl, Chen Yi Kwan Annette, Chen On Qing, Chen Ho Wan, Cho Chak Yi Chelsea, Chao Wing Yi, Chu Sen Yip Adrian Marshall, Cheng Yi Ting, Chung Wai Hin, Hu Fei Ran, Hong Chi Kiu, Ko Hao Wun, Lai Hin Cheng, Lai Lok Yu, Lo Chak Wing Sabrina, Lo Hiu Ying, Lo Lok Yong, Lee Wing Yi, Leung Hei Man, Leung Hoi Hei, Leung Kwan Kiu, Leung Yi Lok, Li Mancheng Koi, Ling Hiu Yi. Lui Tin Long, Ng Ji Hin, On Long Enron, O Cheng Han. Xin Long Q, Su Yifan, Tai Yat Hin, Tam Ka Yu. Zhang Hin Woon, Wang Aman, Wang Justin Chun Ho, Wang Chen Yin. Wang Si Wing, Wang Wai Lam, Ye Eugene, Yuen Lok Yong Koi. Wang Yi Wing Aaron, Chan Man Kit, Chung Hoi Ching, Kwok Hiu Kwan. Hui Ka Wai, Patty Spencer George, Chen Zijun, O Chun Ming. Wang Ji Q, Yang Yi, Yong Chak Yin, Yu Ka Lui. Professor Tsai, I request you to admit the candidate here present and to admit in absentia those other candidates eligible for admission thereto to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Law.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit the candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Law.
Thank you, Professor Tai. I now present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Marketing, Analytics, and Technology. Agaro River. Liu Zhihao, Su Wennan, Wang Huiyu. Wu Yihong, Zhu Nanxin. Professor Tai, I request you to admit the candidates here present who are eligible for admission thereto to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Marketing, Analytics, and Technology.
By virtue of the authority you vest in me, I admit candidates to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Marketing, Analytics, and Technology.
Thank you, Professor Tai.
Professor Tai, all degrees for this session have been conferred. I now call upon the graduate representative to present votes of thanks.
Wow. Good morning, respected dean, distinguished guests, professors, families, and my fellow graduates. My name is Karen Rowan, and as much as I want to resist the cliche, it really is an honor to be standing here today, speaking on behalf of the class of 2026. So maybe before I begin, let me quiz all of you. Quick question. Well, we all took Econ 1280 in year one, and we all definitely passed, or else we won't be here today. Well, can anyone tell me how to find the degrees of freedom for the interaction term in a two-way ANOVA table? It's okay, I also don't know. But I'll save you the panic. So basically, a two-way ANOVA basically asks one question. Are the differences between groups actually meaningful, or is it just noise? Are they statistically significant, or, well, statistically a coincidence? And I think about that a lot, actually. And standing up here today, representing 6 different programs, because actually on paper, we look like pretty different groups. Law, business analytics, marketing analytics, information systems, international business, all different streams of BBA. We had, well, different curriculums, different case studies, we use different softwares, and we have different definitions of what counts as a deliverable. But actually, if you ran the test on us, you'd probably expect a significant result, which is like real differences between these groups. But standing here for 4 years, 5 years in, I don't think that's actually what the data shows. We actually all learned the same business school vocabulary, the kind where you can say buzzwords like synergy, value add, with a completely straight face, and somehow still sound like, you know, what you're talking about, like what I'm doing right now. We all try to avoid signing up for 9 a.m. classes, pulled the same late nights at Shiwa, and also lost the same small but real chunks of our lives waiting for the lifts at KKLM. And whatever program we were technically in, the actual experience underneath it was actually the same. Well, 6 labels, but we all belong to one population. And that's the part I want to talk about today. Not the labels, but more on the unoptimized, the slightly chaotic, but very real thing underneath them. So we're the class of 2026, the cohort that started university wearing masks, not knowing what most of our classmates looked like, and we literally had to read a smile from someone's eyes, built our entire friendships off voices and, well, vibes alone, before we'd even properly seen each other's faces. And 4 years later, right now, we're graduating into a job market that would rather not see us, and a world that seems fully committed to staying unpredictable. And yet, here we are, proudly wearing our togas anyway. So now, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Okay. But it's important to note that we didn't get here alone. So, on behalf of the class of 2026, I'd like to thank the people who helped write this story alongside us. First of all, to our professors, thank you so much for the guidance, the expertise, and also the very gracious replies to our emails we sometimes send at 2 a.m. that were actually in one of your slides. You didn't just teach us content, you taught us how to think, how to question, and also occasionally how to handle feedback we really didn't want to hear sometimes. And of course, thank you for the exams and the excitements we were always super excited about. And to the faculty and also the staff who keep this whole operation running behind the scene, thank you for processing our forms, answering our panic inquiries, and also handling our administrative disasters with far more patience than we probably deserved. You're the reason things actually work around here, and we definitely don't say that enough. And now, to my fellow graduates, please look to your right and look to your left and say thank you to each other. Yeah. We went through mock interview preps together, opening rejection emails, crying together, and also celebrating together, which might included some LKF night outs that I probably should mention. But we watched each other grow from being slightly clueless teenagers into what I'd like to think reasonably functional adults and hopefully useful, non-parasitic members of society. At least that's the goal for now. And now, to our guests, our families, our parents, our loved ones. Whether you're here in person or watching from a small screen somewhere, this one's for you. Thank you for the emotional support, the phone calls, and let's be honest, also the financial support, especially the financial support. We know we sometimes only call when we need something, at least that's what I do, but thank you for picking up every single time. And to my parents sitting there amongst the audience, terima kasih. And to close the way I opened, forget the table, forget the labels. What actually mattered these 4 years was never which program was printed on our transcripts. It was the people next to us who was running the same experiment and getting the same messy results, and somehow still calling it a win at the end of the day. And I'd like to end with something I picked up in Cantonese Level 1 here at HKU. So shout out to Tan Losi, and I really, really hope I get the tones right. 大家多謝晒. Thank you all very much. Congratulations, class of 2026.
I declare this congregation closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.